The celebration lasted for days. Thousands of Burmese gathered in the streets of Rangoon and cheered the rebirth of their democracy. Many expected Burma's election last month, the first multi-party vote in 3 decades of military rule, to be a stage-managed affair. Instead, it was a rebuke to the military and a major victory for the main opposition party, the National League for Democracy. The NLD won more than 70% of the popular vote, a victory that even the party could not predict the day before the election.
I didn't have any idea when you asked me with what majority might we win. I had no idea at all. But I knew that we would be coming out on top.
Voters in the cities, farmers in the countryside, and most alarming to the military government, soldiers in the barracks cast their votes for the NLD. Within days, it was clear that the opposition had won more than 80% of the seats in the new assembly, a fact being confirmed officially, albeit slowly, in the government newspaper each day. Even while the scope of its loss was beginning to emerge, the regime repeated its pledge to transfer power to the civilian government. But as the days wore on and there was no concrete discussion about how that would be done, long-standing distrust of the government returned to the surface. The military government has said that it won't step down in what it considers an unstable political environment. So the NLD, even with a landslide victory, is being careful to avoid any word or act that would give the military an excuse to stay in power. Most of all, it wants to avert the kind of demonstrations that encouraged the military to crack down in 1988. A critical juncture could come next month when Aung San Suu Kyi, the charismatic leader of the NLD, will have completed a 1-year term under house arrest. If she's not released, it could trigger demonstrations. The NLD is on constant alert for the smallest spark of protest.
Then the troops will come out into the streets and shooting starts, and then everything is got back to square one. They want to place everything to square one, but we can't allow them to do such a thing. Yeah.
For now, the NLD's thousands of young volunteers appear content to meet quietly on a Sunday or sell souvenirs in front of party headquarters. For Sapeu, waiting for the freedom of Auntie Sue, the affectionate name for Aung San Suu Kyi, is enough.
Auntie Sue
NLD leaders say they hope the new assembly will be permitted to convene in the next 2 months. Then it will begin drafting a new constitution, which the military says must be completed before it will allow a civilian government to take power. Before the election, the government predicted the process could take 2 years. The NLD says it could do it in a few hours. Meanwhile, the Burmese people are waiting and hoping that the democracy they voted for will really take root. For World Monitor, I'm Barbara Bradley in Rangoon.